I'm Anna. I'm from St. Petersburg, Russia. And in October will be 5 years since I moved to Barcelona. And in St. Petersburg, like the last thing that I was doing, I was teaching stretching. I had 2 studios that I sold before COVID. And then I also taught in a fitness college. I was a professor. I was giving classes to the trained stretching instructors. It was right before COVID when I went out of the studio, and I was thinking like, is that it? Like, will I live all my life in one country without like even trying something else? And that thought like scared me so much that I began to think, well, maybe I want to try to live somewhere else. And I had 3 options. It sounds great, like, oh, I had 3 options, but in general, in reality, I had like 3 opportunities, 3 little things that were in each country between which I was choosing. It was Bali, because my friends were living there for, I don't know, I think just 1 year or 2 years. Then it was Paris, because my aunt is living there. And it was Barcelona, because I had my friend Olga here. I decided that it would be Barcelona because it would be cheaper. It also would be like closer to me because I already worked with Spanish guys and girls because I was working in St. Petersburg in one Spanish company, and I was familiar with the culture. So yeah, it was kind of obvious decision about Barcelona. I wanted to start my journey legally. That's why I was looking for the opportunities how to do it legally, and Spanish school was kind of the easiest way, not the cheapest, but the easiest way to start. And I, frankly speaking, didn't have any other option because Olga is my friend and she is the owner of the school. And for me, it was very important to finally learn Spanish. And knowing like the nerd she is, I knew that this is the right place, that I will know finally Spanish like in a good level. I think I didn't had any expectations, and that was kind of good because I didn't had any like cultural shock, you know, or some surprises that like I didn't like so much. So I was open-hearted. Also, I think that I have this feeling of fear is a little bit switched off in me, and this is good sometimes and sometimes bad. So I came here with no expectations, almost with no fear. That is a little bit dumb, maybe, but it served me well. I think people are underrate their experience that they have or that they could have in school, because school is not only about knowledge, about speaking good Spanish or something like this. It's also about the people that you know and that you really need when you move to another country. You have this small group that usually experience the same that you do, and that helps a lot. School is kind of a center where you not only can know things, right, but also make friends, and make friends like in a whole way, because some people meet their, how do you say half? No, I mean like media naranja. How's it? Okay, some people, well, you Google it, what is it? Media naranja. Okay, you can meet your partner here, because I know these people by myself, and I also met my boyfriend here in school when I was working there, and he was a student. And yeah, it's a great opportunity to find your people, because you're kind of united with your aim, because you're in other country, you have similar problems, similar difficulties, and that's great to have people who truly understand you, what you are going through. And another thing is that school helps you to understand the culture. Without it, it's so hard to understand why many things happening here, because you just don't know where to look for the answers, you know. And in school, you can just come to the lesson, to the class, and ask the teacher, and you ask a person who lives here, who is from here, that like from first person where you can ask it, you know. This is very, very important. Yeah, I think that I really loved learning the process of learning Spanish here, because it was not boring, you know. We always changed our activities. We talked a lot. We went out a lot, not only with like my classmates, but also with teachers, a lot of excursions. So it's so much fun. It was so much fun. And it was during 1 year when I had this routine, when I get up in the morning, go to school, spend there 4 hours, and yeah, and go home. And it was incredible. It is very good to have something stable when you move to another country, when you have all other things unstable, but these things stay true. You always go to the school, you meet your people, your classmates, your teachers that always supports you, and that was great. Okay, working in Freeda was amazing. First, because of the people I met there. The team was just great. We supported each other, we were there for each other. It was so much fun, and I think it is the best team I ever had in my life. And also it gave me great conversational skills. I think I spoke my best Spanish there because I had so much practice. Now I don't have so much. Yeah, but that time, that was great. So after 3 years, I decided that I want to enter the University of Barcelona. Actually, it was my dream to study in a foreign university in Europe and to study art. It all started in St. Petersburg because I was born in a very beautiful city, and thanks to my school, we always went on excursions, museums. So it started long time ago, and here it came to catharsis, let's say. We are in the University of Barcelona. This is the most famous building of the University of Barcelona. They have several buildings, and this one has a very beautiful library that I will show you now. But I was studying in a different building. It was not that beautiful, was it? Just follow me. So this is the library where I spent a lot of days. Don't film people. I think you're never ready 100% to whatever you need to accomplish or you need to do. It's just your decision, and you start working on it, and that's it. But of course, when I entered the university, I need to collect many documents, and I had an interview. So in this interview, there were only people not from Spain, and I guess they just wanted to assure that the level of Spanish that I had, and we all had at that interview because there were several persons on it, is enough to study in the university. And as you know, I answered, and started my studying here. And it was not only in Spanish, it was also in Catalan. It was hard, but like I understood a lot, but these are two different things. Speaking Spanish like on your daily basis or at work, or studying it, because it's a lot of different, very deep information, very specific information with specific words, different vocabulary, and you need to be concentrated during a lot of time. And when I had classes on Catalan, and then if I had classes on Spanish, it was like in Spanish, like I relaxed, you know. I feel so calm, and it was like rest really after Catalan, because on Catalan, despite the thing that I understood it, but it still was a lot of work, because during 3 hours you have to be like very, very concentrated, and it is very difficult. I think writing my final thesis, because first I was interested in Caravaggio, then I switched to cinematography because I was just so in love with this class. And but the thing is that this field was so new for me. I was a cinematic enthusiast, but I wasn't familiar with this field, you know, so I had to start it all like from the beginning, and to look through a lot of theoretical books. And as I didn't study here my bachelor degree, I didn't know how to write big works, because I just didn't have this experience. So I spent a lot of time just navigating myself in this field, and just reading a lot of books and deciding where to start and how actually to write it. And yeah, that was the hardest part. So writing the thesis was not only the hardest part, but also the most exciting, because I wrote my thesis about Alexei Balabanov and Mikhail Haneke, about their approach to violence and history. And those two directors, they opened a whole new world for me. Like, that was so amazing. I'm such a different person in this sense. I mean, now I'm familiar with the different world of cinematography, let's say. I was nervous this day when I had to defend my work, but I also, like, after this, during 2 years, I was in such a marathon of classes and things that I had to hand in. And after everything was finished, I think I still didn't realize that it's all over. Like, my brain is still processing it. But I'm very proud of the work I did, and especially also how professors that I deeply, deeply respect also speak about my work. That was like very, very warm for me. Ya, claro. Sí. Pequeñita la sala, pero bueno, gracias.
¿Qué habrá?
Un aniversario de la universidad. Be open-minded, because it's different culture, it's different history, they are different people, and you have to be understanding, you have to be open-minded and open-hearted, and be kind to yourself also, because it's hard work you're going to do. It's a great adventure, and yeah, you have to care about yourself, and yeah, take care. And for me, you're doing a great job. You will be fine. Keep pushing, baby.
Good luck, guys.